Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the NFL playoffs. The season's almost over. Woo! Woo! It's morning time. I think maybe I went to the store and I got my nacho chips, okay? Because I'm gonna make nachos as my cheat meal on Sunday. Woohoo! These are the best chips for that. And I really wish they came in a box, like the old days. They put them in a box and then they had it in a little these little plastic thingies around the outside. Actually, it was more of a wax paper thingy. But because it was in a box, they didn't get crushed. They can put them on the shelves and then they wouldn't get crushed. They got to go back to a box. So let's start a letter writing campaign, Tostitos. Let's put them back in a box, please. Because so many of the chips get broken. But since I'm a math guy, I put money on. I gotta buy 100 extra bags of those in my lifetime, maybe more, because the chips are broken at the bottom of the bag. I bet just somebody somewhere figured that out and said, hey, they'll have to buy more chips because there's broken ones. They're teeny weeny little. So NFL preview, as you all know, last week I took the Titans to win the Super Bowl, and they're playing this weekend, and let me tell you, just to start off, we got 4 games, and Titans are playing. And one of these home teams are going to lose this weekend. This is math. Which team is it going to be? So let's take a look at the board. Can we get the board in here? Come on, camera operator. Let's zoom in a little bit on the board here. Woo! So, we got Cincinnati going to the Titans. And I picked the Titans to win. Now, let's just back it up here a little bit, people. Let's just back it up. I want Cincinnati to win the Super Bowl for no other reason that they lost in the Super Bowl to the 49ers, who is a friend of mine's favorite team. As you can see, I have a Chicago Bears ring. He has a 49ers ring. I wear a Chicago Bears sweatshirt. I have 9 different kinds of Chicago Bears sweatshirts. Pretty sure he has 9 different kinds of 49er sweatshirts. I have a Chicago Bears hat. I have a Chicago Bears parking spot sign in my driveway. If you park in my driveway and you're not a Bears fan, I'll tow your car. And I won't even tell you about it. I don't even know if I can really do that. Nobody's ever parked in my driveway that's not a Chicago Bears fan because it says Chicago Bear fan parking only. He's a 49er fan, and when they beat the Cincinnati, I just want to let you know. Ever since then, they've good teams, bad teams. They got rid of Dalton and sent him to the Bears. What kind of stupid stuff would? At least they did one good thing, and the Bears did another stupid thing. Anyways, I'd really like Cincinnati to win the Super Bowl this year. Just out of all these guys. Been to the Super Bowl, 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 been to the Super Bowl. Haven't been in a long time. And both these teams haven't won one. So, I'm picking the Titans this year. And, but I really like Cincinnati to win. So, hey, put some comments down there. Yoo-hoo, Cincinnati. Never been there. Maybe I'll go there one day. And see a game in their stadium. Looks like a lot of fun. Maybe the Bears will go there. And I can go to a game when the Bears are there. Because I go to stadiums wherever the Bears play. The Bears aren't playing there, and really got no desire to go. So, really want Cincy to win, and I've picked them wrong every game. Every time I pick them to win, they lose. So I'm taking the Titans, which means I'm taking them to lose, which means they'll win. And I'm going to take them to lose, just karma. They'll get all the way to the Super Bowl. When they get to the Super Bowl, I'm going to take them to lose again, and they'll win. And they'll get their Super Bowl title, and I'll be happy. So, I'm taking the Titans. Titans have had a week off. Their injuries are, I would say, based on the reporting that's coming out, should be pretty good. Most everyone will be 80, 90%. You got to remember, they don't tell us everything. And, you know, sometimes you just can't find out. Next up, San Francisco going into Green Bay. And the liquid cheesehead's no good for nothing lying quarterback is going to lose. It's just my opinion. And I don't care if you like it or not. I just don't care. Now, that's just emotion thinking. Because lying people that get no punishment and everyone else gets 2 and 3 game suspensions, that's called a double standard. And for me to continue, I need a little more coffee. Oh, that's good. So, we got the 49ers going into Green Bay. Now, let's get the math out, people. So, the math says Green Bay will win. And I think the math is wrong. But, not picking Green Bay. I'm picking San Francisco. Now, for all you people out there going to buy a Sports Select ticket this weekend with all 4 games on it, like I'm going to do, and spend only $2, you're not allowed to spend more than $2 a week. If you spend more than $2 a week, you got to be making more than $250,000 a year in gross annual income. Otherwise, you're not allowed to spend more than that. So, San Francisco. Why do I think San Francisco is going to win? Out of all these visiting teams going into home stadiums, 1, I think the weather's going to be bad in Green Bay, and when the weather is bad, San Francisco plays even better. 2, they got a quarterback knows how to play in bad weather. 3, they know how to run the ball, and they're going to run the ball 35 times. The only thing I'm hoping for, they're going to start running the ball at the beginning of the game because that's what San Francisco does. And they may or not, get the, they're going to do run, play action, pass, run, play action, pass, run, play action, pass, run. There you go. I think that's 15. Green Bay's going to have their own plan against this, but Green Bay has holes in their defense, and I'm not going to mention it in this video just in case they hear what I have to say and they try and fix them before the game starts. And there is something they can do to fix their holes in their defense, and they have a big hole in their defense. And I know Kyle Shanahan knows what that hole is. And I sure hope he waits to exploit it really well in the 4th quarter. Because the one thing San Francisco has to fix is how they finish the game. Almost lost against Dallas because they did stupid things. They played prevent defense the wrong way. And you never play prevent defense. It only prevents you from winning the game. You got lucky that Dallas was stupid in their play calling at the end of that game. Otherwise, you would not be in the playoffs. And that's just the way it is. It wasn't what you did. It is what they did. 2, running the ball is really important. And I can think of 3 runs right now that I could draw on this whiteboard. First down, before Green Bay will figure it out. Guaranteed. Second of all, they're no good for nothing liquid cheesehead quarterback, lying quarterback. You got to get to him and sack him. And Bosa might not be back. How are you going to do this? You can do this because they have a hole in their offensive line. It's not there on every play, but it's there half the time. And if you line up a certain way, it's there. Just watch the tape. Everybody knows. They know, you know, it's about execution. Bosa doesn't come back, you're going to have to change your defense a little bit. Just a little bit. And you're going to have to start doing things you don't. There's a few things you're going to have to do on defense, San Francisco, that you're not used to doing. One of them is blitzing. But how you blitz is very important. Very, very, very important. Don't do it the normal way. So, that's all I have to say about San Francisco. Because I want San Francisco to win, so I've been looking at the tape. San Francisco, away team going into home team. Cold, snowy, running teams do well. And I think they're going to be healthy on defense. But there's 3 guys that if they're not 95% or better, their defense is going to have a very, very, very hard time. Okay? Because they're not going to be able to get the liquid cheesehead quarterback, and he's going to have too much time. And I don't care who you are, if you've been playing this game for 15 years, and you give that much time to a quarterback, he'll pick you apart. No matter who you are, you get time to sit around back there. You're going to pick them apart. So I'm picking San Francisco. because I think they can do it for sure. I'm picking Tennessee. Rams, Bucks. This is going to be a fun game. So the Buccaneers have tons of injuries that they're not talking about. And I've watched the tape 27 times. And I'm telling you, they got tons of injuries. Tons and tons and tons. But they've got the mastermind as a quarterback. And if the Rams defense doesn't change how they're doing defense every quarter, and I mean every quarter, because you have a quarterback that will figure you out in 6 or 7 plays. The coaches may not figure you out, but he will. I can tell you right now, I can watch it on TV and go, oh, this is how they're playing defense. And if I can figure it out 5,000 kilometers away, I guarantee you he'll figure it out. God damn it, he's been to the Super Bowl 10 times. So, Rams, I don't like you. You're going to lose. So I'm going to take Tampa Bay in a squeaker. I think 3 seconds to go, kick a field goal like I called the Vegas game with 5 seconds to go. Then, the last one, we got the Bills going to the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are starting to pull it together. They've got their brain freeze unlocked, and their minds and their brains are working correctly again. But I just want to say, sometimes, on defense, they play too much prevent. They're very cautious sometimes. When they're aggressive, they win. And then they get ahead by a couple touchdowns, and they think they're ahead by a couple of touchdowns. And they better not do this. They better be aggressive the entire game until there's 1 second left, up by 45. But the Bills are coming in, and they just had a perfect game against New England. Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much, Mr. Bills. You have an opportunity here. But please, please, please. And the Bills, I don't know. You know, they're constantly running that quarterback. And he just might get hurt. And that's one of the things about a running quarterback. Is when you're running, you're not a quarterback anymore. You're a running back. And the defense is going to treat you like one. But you don't run like a running back. Remember that. Coaching staff. So, I'm taking the Chiefs. Because I'm only taking one away. I can't take more than one away team to win. The odds are 3 out of 4 home teams are going to win. All these teams can win. All these away teams can win. And I don't know how they, when I get to Sports Select later on today, we'll see how the odds are working out. Maybe I'll change it away. And just remember, if it's within 3 points, it's a tie. And I don't think any of these teams are going to be a tie. I think every one of them are going to be a tie. And I think I just might take 4 ties times 2. There you go. So there's my playoff picks. And then we got to get into, you got to do your brackets. You know. Chiefs, Titans, San Francisco Bucks. San Francisco goes to the Super Bowl. Titans go to the Super Bowl. Wouldn't that be interesting? So we called it right here. San Francisco, Tennessee, Super Bowl. Oh, it's going to be great. Oh, it's going to be great. And I know what you're saying. Nobody's going to like it because it's going to be 6-3 with a field goal with 3 seconds to go. And that's how the game's going to end. I'm going to love it. I will be jumping up and down with all those defensive plays happening and sacks and blitzes and interceptions, fumbles. Oh yeah, you know, who needs touchdowns when you have interceptions? That's a touchdown for the defense, you guys. So I hope you have yourself a great weekend, and make sure, you know, in the news they're about supply chain problems. Don't run out of your Tostitos. They're not paying me nothing to say this. I just like them. And make sure you treat them carefully. You don't want your chips to get broken. Have yourself a wonderful time, and I'll see you in the future.